Attention passionate Cleveland, Browns fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Cleveland, Browns fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been following the Browns closely, you know that every season carries its twists and turns, but the opening game this year has already set off some serious discussions among fans, analysts, and players alike. Cleveland's narrow 17-16 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals was more than just a scoreboard result. It was a statement game, a reminder that in the NFL, every single detail matters. And in this particular game, one of those details that drew all the attention was the performance of rookie kicker Andre Szmyt. Yes, the rookie, the guy everyone thought might be a hidden gem for Cleveland's special teams, ended up being a focal point of controversy after missing that crucial extra point and a 36-yard field goal attempt that could have changed the entire complexion of the game. It's always tough when your first impression in the league involves a missed kick, especially in a game that came down to the wire. And you can imagine the social media firestorm that erupted almost immediately after the game. Fans were quick to call for his head, some demanding that the team cut him outright, while others were more measured, waiting to see how the coaching staff would respond. But Cleveland's head coach, Kevin Stefanski, made it clear during his Monday press conference that this isn't a decision rooted in knee-jerk reactions or panic. No, Stefanski emphasized trust, patience, and the importance of development. That's a crucial point because in the NFL, especially for a rookie kicker, confidence and mental toughness are just as vital as leg strength or accuracy in practice. Stefanski pointed out that Andre Szmyt had a solid warm-up, making a couple of early kicks that gave the coaching staff hope. But as he explained, football is unforgiving, and sometimes those critical moments don't go your way. The missed extra point and the field goal attempt are part of the learning curve, but they don't define Szmyt's future with the Browns or his potential as a player. Stefanski's words were clear. Obviously, Andre knows we trust him and that he has to come through for us in those moments. Those are kicks we expect him to make, but I'm really just focused on that game, and we expect him to come through for us. That's leadership right there, understanding that setbacks happen, especially with a young player trying to find his footing in the league. And let's talk a little about Szmyt's background because it's relevant. He earned his spot on the roster by outperforming veteran Dustin Hopkins during the summer, showcasing the leg strength and accuracy that made him a standout at Syracuse, where he won the Lou Groza Award, college football's top kicker. His preseason performances had generated a lot of optimism within the organization, and fans had started to believe that Cleveland might have found a reliable kicker for years to come. But as we all know in football, preseason can sometimes be an illusion, and the real test begins when the games count for something. That's when the pressure ramps up, and every kick takes on a new level of importance. What's encouraging, though, is the Browns' approach. The coaching staff isn't rushing to judgment. Instead of making a quick roster change, they're committed to working with Szmyt on his technique and mental approach. They understand that consistency isn't built overnight. It's about continuous improvement, adjusting technique, and building mental resilience. The goal, as always, is to help him bounce back stronger when that next critical moment arrives. The NFL is a league of moments, and for kickers, those moments are often the difference between victory and defeat. Cleveland recognizes that and remains committed to his development. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. The Browns' season is still very much in its early stages, but this game highlighted some key issues that could impact their chances of making a deep playoff run. One of those issues is kicking consistency. We know that Cleveland's roster is talented, with a solid defense and some promising offensive pieces, but special teams can often be the hidden factor that decides close games in the NFL. If Szmyt can develop that unshakable confidence and consistency, he could turn into a real weapon for the Browns. But if not, that could leave the team in a bind, especially in a division as competitive as the AFC North, where every game is a battle and every point counts. The AFC North remains one of the most intense divisions in the league. You've got the Bengals, who are always tough and have a potent offense led by Joe Burrow. The Ravens are never far behind, with their physical style of play and a solid defense. Steelers, of course, are always gritty and tough, and the Browns, with their rich history and talented roster, are looking to establish themselves as contenders once again. So every game, every play, every kick, and every mistake can have ripple effects across the division standings. The Browns, despite the tough loss, showed resilience and a willingness to learn from their mistakes. That's a good sign because football is a game of inches and mental toughness, and this team has the talent to bounce back. Looking ahead, the Browns will need to focus on tightening up their execution, especially on special teams. It's about refining technique, building confidence, and maintaining mental clarity under pressure. Schmidt has all the tools, but now he needs to show that he can perform when it matters most. The coaching staff's approach of patience and development is smart because rushing a player into a high-pressure situation before he's ready can backfire. Instead, they're giving him the space to grow, and that's the hallmark of a smart organization. In the context of the season, this early setback might serve as a catalyst for improvement. Sometimes, a tough loss or a missed kick sparks a player or a team to work harder and elevate their game. The Browns are no strangers to adversity, and they've shown in the past that they can overcome setbacks. With a talented roster, a strong coaching staff, and a clear focus on development, Cleveland remains a team to watch in the AFC North. Their journey to the playoffs will undoubtedly have hurdles, but it's how they respond to these challenges that will define their season. And of course, fans are eager to see how Schmidt responds in the next game. The pressure will be on him to bounce back, to show that he can handle the spotlight and deliver when it counts. That mental toughness, combined with continued technical work, could turn this initial setback into a stepping stone for greatness. The Browns have a history of resilience, and this season looks no different. They're hungry for success, and they know that every detail, especially on special teams, can make all the difference. So, as we look ahead, there's a lot of hope and optimism, but also a recognition that the journey will require patience and perseverance. The Browns are building something special, and moments like these, tough as they are part of the process. If Schmidt can learn from this and grow stronger, he could become a key piece in Cleveland's quest for championships. This team is determined to keep pushing forward, and the fans are right there with them, believing in the potential of this squad to make a real impact. In the end, it's all about resilience, growth, and never giving up, no matter how tough the road gets. Cleveland's future is still bright, and this game, with all its ups and downs, is just one chapter in what could be a very exciting story. So keep your eyes on the Browns, stay tuned for the next game, and remember, in football, the only thing that truly matters is how you respond to adversity. And from what we've seen so far, Cleveland is ready to come back stronger, smarter, and more determined than ever. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this situation with Schmidt? Do you believe he can bounce back and become the reliable kicker the team needs? Or do you think the coaching staff should consider other options? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. Remember, every fan's voice counts, and this is a community where we share our passion for this incredible team. I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and the latest news on the Browns, so make sure you stay tuned. The journey is just beginning, and with your support, Cleveland can rise from any setback and aim for those big goals ahead. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Browns.